When we first started negotiating, I was there representing the non-governmental sector. And the response was absolutely terrible. No one wanted to hear from us. Later on, I started negotiating as for the government, and that was just a little bit better. Over the years, things have certainly improved. We now have people looking at the climate change issue. In some ways, we've come a long way, and in many ways, there's so much more for us to do. First, the developing world has to be at the table. We have to have communities and indigenous peoples there. We have to hear what they have to say, because these are the people who are most impacted. We also have to make sure that we are communicating in a way that people can understand what we are talking about. And maybe we have to move the communication from the scientists. I also want to say that in the countries, we have to do the work ourselves, and for that, we need help in capacity building and in funding. There is an economic crisis, and what that has caused are many things, but one specifically for the developing countries, that they are being hit extraordinarily hard by what has happened in the developed world. So there are more needs costing more money. And then on the other side, even the 0.7% that was pledged was never met. And also, that is a much lower figure now of GDP than it was 2 or 3 years ago. So you have greater needs and then less money being first pledged and not met. And so it is a vicious cycle. I do believe that adaptation measures and these discussions must form part of the national planning process. I know I'm talking about my own country of Belize, that we have instituted where we go around and we speak about what we're going to be doing in the budget, and we get comments. And I must say that it does not include anything about climate change. We still talk about these are the expenditures, and this is where we're going to get the money to do the things that we have done it in the same way for a very long period of time. And we internally have to change our thinking. We have to now make sure that we are looking at this in a comprehensive way, because it is a comprehensive problem. One thing does impact the other.